Today, we are going to discuss about the most important data modeling question. A table can have the right columns, the right data types, and even the right joins, and still be completely wrong. Why? Because nobody clearly defined what one row represents. That single mistake can create duplicate revenue, inflated customer counts, confusing joins, and dashboards nobody trusts. Before designing any table, ask one question: what is the grain? Hello, everyone. Welcome to BricksNotes. This is Kriti. Today, we are going to understand the most important question in data modeling. What does one row in this table represent? The grain is the exact meaning of one row. For an orders table, one row may represent one order. For an order items table, one row may represent one product inside one order. For a daily sales table, one row may represent one store, one product, and one day. That difference sounds small, but it controls everything that comes next. The grain determines the primary key. It determines which columns belong in the table. It determines how the table should join with others. And it determines which metrics can be safely calculated. Imagine an order with three products. If the table is at the order level, that order should appear once. If the table is at the order item level, the same order may appear three times, once for each product. Now, suppose someone joins an order level payment table to the order item table and sums the payment amount. A $100 order with three items may suddenly appear as $300. The data is not missing. The join may even run successfully, but the grain was misunderstood. This is why many data problems are not really SQL problems. They are grain problems. A good grain statement should be precise. Do not say, this table contains sales data. Say, one row represents one completed order item for one customer at one store at the time of purchase. That sentence immediately gives you useful design questions. Can the same product appear twice in one order? Do we need an order line number? Are cancelled items included? Should price reflect the value at purchase time or the current product price? What happens when an order is updated? The clearer the grain, the easier these decisions become. There are three common mistakes. The first is mixing multiple grains in one table. For example, storing order level totals beside item level rows without a clear rule. The second is changing the grain during transformation without documenting it. A raw event table may contain one row per click, while a goal table may contain one row per customer per day. Both are valid, but they answer different questions. The third is assuming the grain instead of testing it. A source may claim that order ID is unique, but retries, updates, or multiple source systems may create several rows for the same order. Always validate the expected key. Count the rows, check duplicates, inspect sample records, and confirm the business meaning with the data owner. In our Journey of One Record video, we followed data from an application event to a dashboard. At every stage, the grain can change. One click becomes one event. Many events may become one session. Many order lines may become one order. Many orders may become one customer day summary. Every transformation should make that change explicit. Here is a simple framework you can use before designing any table. First, complete this sentence. One row represents. Second, identify the columns that make that row unique. Third, define when a new row is created and when an existing row is updated. Fourth, decide how history should be preserved. Fifth, test whether your joins keep the intended row count. Let us use a food delivery example. An order fact table may have one row per order. An order item fact table may have one row per menu item within an order. A delivery event table may have one row per status change, such as accepted, picked up, or delivered. A daily restaurant summary may have one row per restaurant per day. These tables belong to the same business process, but they do not share the same grain. That is why naming alone is not enough. the grain must be documented. Here is the key lesson. Before choosing columns, partitions, storage formats, or even fact and dimension tables, define what one row means. If the grain is unclear, every calculation built on top of the table becomes risky. If the grain is clear, keys, joins, metrics, and history become easier to design. The most important data modeling question is not, what columns do we need? It is, what does one row represent? Start there before designing any table. Thank you for watching BricksNotes. Follow BricksNotes for more practical data and AI concepts. Keep learning, keep building, and keep growing.